and welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to go ahead and go over my June sinking funds as well as my debt tracker. And then at the very end, I'll go ahead and show you what the transaction log looks like. After I've put the stickers on, I'm not going to show you the process of the setup just because it takes a little bit of time and I don't want to make this video too long. So let's go ahead and get started so that way I'm not keeping you guys for too long. So on the left page, this is after the monthly overview. I go ahead and use this page for my sinking funds. So I'm actually going to move this down a little bit and I'm going to zoom in so you can see better. And hopefully that keeps you guys in focus. I'm going to start off with this. Sorry, I got a little too ahead of myself. This is the sinking fund header washing, and it's part of the kit 232B10, and this is the deluxe sinking fund. All right, so let me go ahead and get started with the washi. I've noticed that this washi doesn't quite cover up the hexagon, and so that doesn't bug me too much, but if it does bug you, I would just white it out maybe. Let's try moving this over. For some reason, I feel like the sinking fund stickers are thinner than the budget washi from Planner Kate, and so I'm not sure if it's just me or what, but it does seem a little off for the sinking funds. Okay, so that's the washi, and then I'm not going to put the other washi until the very end. I'm going to put that at the bottom. So I'm going to put the category thinner washi next. So let me go ahead and do that. And this kind of helps hide that extra little hexagon you may see. Actually, I don't know if it's going to, just because I don't think I did it straight. Let's see. Okay, there we go. See how it looks, perfect. And then let's go ahead and get with the sinking funds. So let's go ahead and start with giving. So this is not for like tithing or giving to certain charities. This is more so for, I don't want to say seasonal events, but like Girl Scouts, or when I used to fundraise these two girls, they would have choir fundraisers or different school fundraisers. So this is when I would set aside a little bit of money each month to contribute towards that. And of course, the Girl Scouts are no longer giving cookies away, and the girls, one, they're not really having fundraisers anymore, but I'm not babysitting them anymore. I still talk to them, but I am not watching them anymore. And actually, you know what? I think I'm just gonna move this up. What I did is for May, I moved this down to here, and then I skipped a line and started the categories, but I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna move this up. Okay, and so I started with $23. And then the next thing is a gift fund. This does not include Christmas. This is strictly for birthdays, anniversaries, Mother's Day, Father's Day, things like that. And so for this month, there are 2 people that I am going to get gifts for. Oh wait, I'm sorry, I put the wrong amount. Okay, so the gifts is not including Christmas, that's gonna be separate. This is more so for birthdays and other holidays like Mother's Day, Father's Day, anniversaries, things like that. What I started off with was $55. The next one is gonna be for Christmas. Oh, you know what? Okay, so I accidentally put them all together. I like to space them out, especially since I have the room to do so. So I was starting out with $55 in my gift fund and then $350 in my Christmas fund. My vacation fund, which I was doing the 52-week challenge, and then after everything happened with the coronavirus, I decided to put that on pause. And so that I believe was $36. Let's see. Yeah, it was $36. Okay, and then we had car registration. And let me make sure my numbers match from every dollar. They should. Yeah, so it's gonna be 90.87. And then my hair, so this is when I go to the salon. And honestly, I don't even go that much. I was planning to go late March, and then once coronavirus happened, we had to reschedule it to April and then May. And so now we are going to hopefully do it sometime in June. I believe her salon is opening up next week. And so I'm really excited about that. As of right now, I have $100. And then let's see, I have my taxes from my income, and I don't share that. And then I have my emergency fund. And I know that's not a sinking fund, but I use the same account with all of this, and so that's why I just keep it in here. And let's see, as of the end of May, I had $1,000.03. Whoopee. Okay, so those are all my sinking funds. Let me go ahead and go through the amounts that I'm planning on adding, and then I will do the subtracting at the end of June. For giving, like I said, I'm not planning to add anything. Gifts, I'm planning to add $100. And Christmas, I always add $87.50. I'm not adding anything to the vacation fund. Car registration is always $30.29. And then I'm not adding anything into my hair fund. Add anything with the taxes. And then emergency fund, I'm gonna leave this blank just because I'm not planning to put any more in there for this specific fund, but any interest that I have from the savings account, I just add it to my emergency fund. So last month I earned 3 cents. That's why it's showing 1,003 cents. All right, so that's pretty much that. And then let me go ahead and use this end total washi. Place it right there. It's a little bit over, so I'm just gonna move this slightly. Alright, so there's that. Let me make sure everything still looks good. Perfect. I'm gonna zoom you guys out just a little bit and move this up. And then I'm going to take some extra washi. I showed this in my June budget with me, but this is kit 232B, and this is just the washi strip page. And I use these 2 washis for my budget overview. And so I'm going to add, I think I'm just gonna add the strip, the pink diagonal stripe, or maybe that's too much pink. Let me break it up. See, I can be so indecisive. Change my mind frequently. Okay, so I'm gonna actually keep that, and I'm going to add some green with this polka dot. And I think that will kind of help break it up. And what I'm actually doing is, at the bottom, I'm gonna use this as a transaction log specifically for my sinking funds. I don't take out too much unless I have a lot of gifts to get or a lot of things are happening from multiple categories. Usually it's just gifts, and then, I mean, that's pretty much it. Christmas isn't until the end unless I see something on sale or whatnot. That's a whole different story. So that is the washi that kind of breaks it up. And then I'm gonna add this at the bottom to kind of tie it all in. And again, this is over a little bit. Still a little bit over. Okay, let me try one more time. Whatever this ends up looking like, I'm going to keep it. There we go, much better. 3rd time's the charm. Okay, so that's my sinking funds. Let's go ahead and move over to my debt tracker. And let's see, here's my debt tracker. This is what it looks like. Though this is debt tracker, it has the debt beginning, the paid interest and end, as well as a total washi. And it is kit 232B9, and this is for the deluxe monthly planner. All right, so let's see how I do first time. Okay. So usually I actually flip this over, but okay, so there's that, and then I'm gonna add that little debt washi underneath. Okay, I'm gonna move this down so you guys can see a little bit better. so you can obviously tell that the hexagon is there. Like I said, it doesn't bug me too much, but if it does bother you, you can always white it out. All right, so let's go ahead. Let me guys move this back down. I'm gonna zoom in. There we go. Okay, and I know this pen that I've been using doesn't really match these stickers, but it does match the June divider tab, and so that's why I'm using that. Okay, let me make sure you guys are back in frame. And then, all right, so we have my student loan. And then the beginning was $6,331.55. I always put my minimum payment here, and then if I make more, then I go ahead and just change that to whatever I paid. And then my credit card one. That ended up being, it was $552.05. And I know some people may be confused from the end of May wrap up. As you can see, it went from $193 to $552.05, and that is just because I did pay the $193, but then some of the charges that were made from the Container Store wasn't going through until the end of the month, and then some of the money that I was planning to put towards debt and other expenses, I actually wasn't able to because it's been in the holding from the Roth IRA that I accidentally sent in money, more money than I planned. So that's why that is more, but this should be paid off as soon as I get my first check, which would be before the statement ends. Okay, so I'm going to put $552.05, and then my car lease, it was, let's see, $6,985. And my minimum payment is $349.25. Okay, that's all the debt I have as of right now, so I'm gonna add the total sign, or the total sticker. Okay, so there we go. Oh, and that's totally over. Ay, ay, ay. Okay, I'm gonna fix that just because that will bother me. Okay, let's try this again. Oops. Okay, so that took off a little bit of paper. I have to say, with Planner Kate stickers, that doesn't usually happen. So hopefully, if you are thinking about using her, don't let that deter you, because that rarely happens to me. And if it does, that's usually my fault. Okay, so now I'm gonna move down to the bottom here and add the matching footer. Alright, that's pretty much it. I'm going to zoom you guys out so you can see what it looks like. I realized at the wash you couldn't really see, but hopefully you were able to see most of this. And that's what that looks like. So let me go ahead and do that transaction log, and then I will show you guys what it looks like when I am done. Alright guys, so I just finished this transaction log, and I do use 2 pages just because sometimes I don't have enough room for the end of the month, and I used to just put it on another piece of paper and kind of tape it to it, but I wanted something a little bit more clean line, and so I use both sides. So this is what I use. This is actually something a little bit different than I usually use. Usually I use one thin washi here to separate the date, all the categories, and then the actual transactions. And so this time I wanted to do a little different. And so as you can see, let me zoom you guys in now. Let me move this down. So we have the transaction log. We always start off with $500 as my balance in my banking account in case at the beginning of the month there's a large transaction. I have a little bit of money to prevent me from going into overdraft. And then I have the date, the type, so whether that's a direct deposit, mobile deposit, if it's an online transaction, debit, things like that. Location, so if this is an online, then I'll go ahead and put the website or the brand or wherever I purchased the items. And then if I have room, then I'll go ahead and put what I purchased, but usually I at least just put the website. So this is for me to easily see whether I'm receiving money or if I'm withdrawing money, either for debt payments or whatever it may be. And I actually color code it, so the plus I put in green and the minus sign I put in red. That way when I'm looking at it really quick, I can get an idea on whether I'm receiving more money than I'm spending or if I'm spending more money than receiving. And then I just put the amount here and the balance. And that's pretty much it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. Let me know what you think of my June sinking funds debt tracker and my transaction log. If you guys have any advice or suggestions, I always appreciate that. Otherwise, make sure you like this video if you enjoyed, and make sure to subscribe if you're not already, so that way you can see when I post future sinking funds, debt trackers, and transaction logs, and all sorts of other budgeting videos. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate all of you, and I will see you guys next time. Bye guys.